So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 26 of this Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're doing well. And well, we're well and truly in the month of December now, the busy month of December. And then you can see some Champions League fixtures, my word, there are some juicy ties in there. But we've started this month with a bit of a roller coaster of emotions for sure. We started with a win against Brentford, a 3-2 win. I felt they went 1-0 up early doors and I thought, oh god, this is going to be a long game, but we really battled well and yeah, ended up getting a win. We then lost 4-3 away at Brighton. That was just a baffling game, but end-to-end stuff, really good quality, but their Premier League quality shone through. And then most recently, to end last episode, a 3-2 defeat again to Norwich. I felt like this one was there for the taking. But I made a substitution during the game that actually hindered us, and Elias was playing well. I took him off because he was knackered and we just didn't seem to click up front after that. And again, I feel like their Premier League quality shone through, but they're, I think, second in the league and they were definitely beatable. So, you know, it's one of them where we can take confidence from that, knowing we can compete with the sides that are up there. But today we start with a game at home to Millwall, which I feel like we need to win to get back onto you know, a good even keel. We then travel to London to take on QPR before potentially getting our revenge against Norwich with a Christmas Eve game at home to them. I feel like at home, hopefully with the home advantage, we can go on and beat them like I felt we could. We could. But yeah, so get the 3 games in before Christmas. And if we have a look at the championship table, this is how it lies. So we're actually 9th now. Brighton have overtaken us. But we have a game in hand on a couple of the teams ahead of us. If we win our game in hand, which I assume is this game against Millwall, then we will go above Stoke. But obviously we need to win that game. But yeah, down to 9th. We are 6 points off the playoffs as it stands currently. But we need to tick along. Starting just improving that consistency. But yeah, Norwich in 2nd. Who else are we playing today? Millwall, QPR 15th. Millwall struggling down in 18th. So hopefully we can start this episode with a win. If you are looking forward to it, pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it and hopefully pick up a win. So this first game of the episode then, the visitors Millwall line up like this. Same formation as us. Truman in goal, back four, McNamara, Cooper, Mitchell and Wallace. Evans and Leonard holding for them. Boateng out on the right, Nakamura on the left and Fleming in behind Benik, Afobe up top. Some options on the bench for them. Not the greatest, it must be said. But Zian Fleming is certainly a player capable of causing us problems. I feel like we've already played Millwall this season, but to be honest, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the score was. Oh no, we hammered them actually. It was like 6-2, I think, away from home. We've gone with our usual lineup. But yeah, so if you watch the squad roundup at the end of the last episode, you will know that I'm fairly happy with how things are going, but this man on the ball, David Bender, is one player that I've certainly got question marks over, whether he's still deserving of a place in the team. I said that I was willing to be patient because he's young, but yeah, just gonna have to wait and see how things pan out. But we're under the cosh early doors hit, and there's a good ball through there. I couldn't change to who I wanted to, but it's fine because the shot was quite tame and easy for Bentley to collect. Bender, long ball forward to Smith. He's used his body strength well, and Bender will find the ball out to Garner. There's a ball there for Akamatch. I haven't called him that very often this season. Burrows. Nezovic has made himself an option. Brady tried to wrong foot the defender, but it was having absolutely none of it. And now Millwall looking to counter. Got the overlap on. Burrows is aware, but still beaten by Danny McNamara. Needs to get back to him. And Akamatch tries to turn away, but Boateng did well, but the crossing not of real quality. and we can break. And Elias is the obvious ball, and we will feed Elias now. Got plenty of space. Cooper has run away. Elias across the goal. And while Jake Cooper has got a lot to answer for defensively there, Elias, his third goal in 3 games, really finding his confidence in front of goal now. But that was too simple for I'm sure, for Gary Rowett's liking. A man who organisation and a rock solid defence is just the minimum that he asks for from his players, and Cooper just ran away from Elias there. Inexplicable really, and we've found ourselves in front, but Nakamura can't outmuscle Tommy Smith, and we play ourselves out of trouble quite nicely. Brady, tries to find it in the channel to Bakari, but it's cut out. Well, that's a good tackle from Edwards. Sorry, I was going to say Evans there, but that's the Millwall player. Akamak. I keep calling him Akamak now, and I have no idea why, because I haven't been calling him that at all this season. Really good play from Bakari though, and Bender will find Bakari. He'll have a strike, and that is a lovely, lovely save from the goalkeeper. Garner with the corner in, aiming for Bakari. Needs to get on the end of that. He does. Bender. Garner brings it down. We'll bend it. Oh, and it's a good save. Again from the goalkeeper down low at his near post. Garner to whip the corner in. And this time Burrows could get on the end of it. Bakari down to Elias. He looks to bend one, and that is a superb finish from Elias. It's 2 for him so far in this game. 4 in 3. And he has well and truly found his shooting boots and his confidence. He's hit that with some venom. He's managed to get some whip on that as well. Keeper thought it was going top corner. You look from his reaction. But good quick pass out to him, and he's just hit that with some bend. And it's it's a lovely finish from Elias. And this is exactly what we needed. Oh, Garner's robbed them of the ball hit, and Bakari could be in. Oh, I just couldn't get the ball out of his feet to decide what to do with it. But it's a good challenge from Josh Knight, and it seems like if we make one mistake, another player is there to rectify it. So some players aren't on it at the moment, but some are very much on it. Brady. Bender cuts inside. David Bender will have the strike, and it's saved by the keeper yet again. I've forgotten who's in goal for them. I'm not going to lie. It's Truman, isn't it? Connell Truman. Garner. Knight is there to meet it. Oh, and he does well. If it's in his side of the keeper, it's in the back of the net. As it is, it's straight down Truman's throat, and that flick on will be easy to collect for Robbie Brady. Smith. And his defensive work. I highlighted that before in the squad review, that not only going forward is he proving a problem, but his defensive work is absolutely superb. Bakari, oh, he's trying to wrap one in the far corner. But yeah, not just going forward, yeah. Elias's defensive work is truly, truly exceptional. Oh, probably should have taken on the shot there, to be honest, with Garner, but Bakari, there was space, so I thought I would try and find him, and that's a good turn, actually, from Nakamura. Smith trying to keep up with him, and his Knight has done really well. Bit of a risky pass, but we've made it work. And Bender. Bakari's hold-up play isn't the greatest, and to be like, I'm not really surprised, because 1, he is a winger, but 2, like, he's not exactly a beast. Oh, it's a good save in the end from Bentley. He's not exactly a beast, but he's not, like, built really. Wow, that's a finish. Zian Fleming highlighted him before the game and said he was a big threat, and he's kind of shown why there. That's a finish. The first time in this game where our defender really hasn't been up to scratch, but he's hit that. Not really a lot Bentley can do. I'll forgive the animation, but he's just about managed to keep this one in play, actually. It's a good ball. Knight. He's been man of the match for me so far. Josh Knight. Oh, Bakari. We'll find Elias, who can open his legs, and there's a ball there. That is a superb pass. And I was going to say Joe Garner will apply the finish. He's inexplicably smacked it against the post. And then, at the second time of asking, has put it wide. Brady needs to get back at him and does, and actually wins the throw, and there goes the full-time whistle. We made hard work of that ourselves, but we deserve the win well and truly. Not quite the same result as it was away from home, but yeah, 3 shots they've had all game. We've had 10. Better possession. We definitely deserved to win that game, and we did indeed. So off to a good start in this episode, as we did the last episode, but in the last one, it kind of turned a bit tits up. Let's hope that, mid-table QPR don't throw any spanners in the works. A dingy and dreary Loftus Road is going to host us this Saturday afternoon with a trip to QPR, and this is how they line up. Seny Dieng in goal, back four of Kakai, Clark Salter, Dickey and Garcia. Not a name I recognise. Field in the base of midfield with Dizelle and Willock ahead of him. Adoma lead on the right hand side. Dykes leading the line with Shadipo out on the left. In terms of options on the bench, Elias Chair, Kenneth Parle there as well. So yeah, good options for them. We line up like this. Just the one change. Actually, I'll just show you normally. The one change for us. Robbie Brady. We've got a few tired players in the squad, admittedly, but Robbie Brady is too tired to start. So we brought in Jack Taylor for this one to partner Nezovic. And hopefully the players can see it through. A nice graphic came up before this game. I was actually it was in the warm-up. I was on the pitch giving a talk to the players while they were doing their pre-match stretches. But I've hit 50 career wins. He's offside there. I've hit 50 career wins now in this career mode. So nice to do it in a fairly short space of time, it must be said. That was a nice little touch away from Tommy Smith. But so 50 up for me, certainly, and 50 wins for Peterborough in this career mode as well, which is good to see, as QPR have got space in this area, and Ronnie Edwards with some last-ditch tackling saved us only for the time being. Adoma fancies the strike, but Bentley equal to it. And again, it's not really a kick clash, but it's not the great, because this green is quite blue, which is interesting. On that, almost a superb through ball, but Bakari, even he not. If that wasn't such a poor shot, that was a first time shot that hopefully was finding the back of the net. But they come forward, QPR, causing some problems. That's a lovely pass. We need to... Let me switch to the right player. Jesus wept. Trying to switch to the person nearest him, and it's like, give me 5 different options before changing to that person. But that's a lovely little composed pass away. And Garner plays in behind Bakari. Has he got the pace to get away from his man, Osman Bakari? He'll have the strike, and he will score the goal. Garner was there, but he doesn't need him, Bakari. He seems to be loving goals with his left peg across the face of goal, but he's hit that with some conviction. It's found the side netting. Seny Dieng holds his head high. He knows that is, I think it's our first shot of the game. And he could have done a bit better, the goalkeeper, but we don't mind. 20 minutes into this first half, and we are a goal to the good. Bender, it's found Nezovic. I wanted that to Garner on the edge, but wasn't quite what I had in mind. But QPR on the counter now. It's 3 against 3, and a really good interception that from Harrison Burrows. And Taylor has given away possession here, and Lyndon Dykes gets the strike away, but Bentley with a very good one-handed save down low to his right. Dykes probably could have taken that in a bit closer towards goal. And Edwards, well, that certainly threw me off. The confidence to chest it down. Giving him space. Thankfully Bentley there again to save our skins. QPR certainly getting on top in these last few minutes. And it's going to be Elias actually who's coming away with this one. Can he find the gap in behind? Elias. He's certainly looking to get there. And he's done superbly well. And he's found Joseph Garner, who in turn has found the back of the net. But that goal is all about Elias. And that we've highlighted it before. I think it was the Brighton game where he scored solo on a counter-attack from a corner. But he's done so well. The option up top from a corner. He's come deep to collect that. He's just powered his way through some gaps. Managed to make a gap, really, for... managed to make that gap for Garner, to be honest. And he's fed it through. And Garner duly applies the finished. He didn't in the last game. We've perhaps found out that he is human after all, but he's in again here potentially. Garner, if he can get away, not quite from Rob Dickey. That's good defending. But they're just trying to work something patiently, QPR. Oh, and it's fallen back to him. Well, Macaulay Bonne, has it quite the... I don't know if his hair is that quite that white in real life, but he's found the top corner with an absolute peach. It's a good block again from Smith, but the ricochet, fortunate, falls straight back to Bonne, and not really a lot Bentley can do with that sort of opportunity. But this is what I was saying about getting another goal to kill the game off. We haven't done that, and actually I haven't made any substitutions, and I think that might be what is to our detriment, to be honest. But we'll get this ball out wide. We'll just try and play sensibly now. Elias really struggling. Gonna have to make some changes, I think, for this final game against Norwich, but get this one to Brady if we can. Ball out wide for Tommy Smith, and that is a nice little ball bender. We'll have a strike. Oh, and I thought for sure that would be his first goal, but it's a lovely save from Seny Dieng. And actually, I'm going to do what I didn't do last time and just play this one short. Kari. Knight. Why not? Have the strike. It's fallen for us. Oh, it's fallen for Tommy Smith. Not quite. But surely that's going to be that. And it is another 2-1 win against a side from London. This time it's in the capital that we pick up all 3 points. And a very similar format to the last game. The first half goes incredibly well. 2-0 to the good. Second half not quite at the races. And well, QPR just getting the goal a little bit too late. And well, they certainly had more possession and equal on shots. But yeah, we managed the game well enough. And yeah, picked up all 3 points. So big 6 points for us so far in this episode. Keep pace with the what's it called? The playoff teams. Estrada has gone up to 72 with that position change. Quite nice indeed. I'm gonna get him as a support winger, I think, and improve his passing, his crossing as well. Actually, we'll improve from that. So yeah, we'll get him up as a support winger. But yeah, look, nice little bit of growth for the position change. We had an offer from Sporting Lisbon to take Hassan on a loan to buy, but we will just delegate this as a short-term loan. Hopefully they will accept that. I haven't really had many offers, to be honest. We've still got 5 more players up for loan. Hopefully we'll get them some moves in January. Have a look through these. We'll keep another eye on those. You're a no. You're a no. You're a no. You're a no. You're a maybe. You are a no. And Marcus Carr is a no. Anyone from America? You're a maybe. You're a no. You're a no. Joseph Ward is a no. Mark Gray is a no. Andrew Bird is a no. I've set up scouting in America because I know that, well, when I did my research on Peterborough, a lot of their sort of like, well, I don't want to use quotations, that's horrible, but like their greatest players, the best players that have played for the club, and like ones that have played for the club for a long time, stuff like that. A lot of them have like Caribbean heritage, or like played for Caribbean islands. I think there's Jamaica in there with some smaller islands. So you can't scout the Caribbean, but I thought America would be the closest thing. So that's kind of the logic. I wanted to add a sense of realism. If we could get some US/Caribbean or Caribbean sort of players through, I thought that might be quite nice and add a new dynamic to the save. But as we continue on, got another training day before this game against Norwich, and there's an offer for the keeper from Feyenoord, Duncan McNeil. Okay, we will do the same. We will do a short-term loan. Hopefully go and play some first-team football with Jonas David. Hopefully he's got a bit of growth, and we've got a number of scout reports coming in, which is good. I'll handle these, and I will see you for the game against Norwich. Right, pre-match press conference then before this game against Norwich. Can the team still go up? We're still in it, of course. We are still fighting. Haven't checked the table, actually, after our couple of wins in this episode. What's your moves after the last game? We always respect opponents. Of course, Norwich, we know, are a very good side. We found that out just recently. Can you get the better of it this time? We've got a point to prove for sure. I am very confident. If Norwich play like they did last time, I feel like at home we can certainly get something. We've got some momentum going as well. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this game. So for the final game of the episode then, Norwich line up very similarly to how they did. Well, certainly the same shape. A few changes in personnel from the last game against them. So Gunners in goal. I think the back four is the same. Byram, Hanley, Omobamidele and Giannoulis at the back. Gibbs this time sitting in the deeper role. Sinani on the right. Dow and Nunez in the middle. I think Nunez was holding last time. Dow's come in. And Rashika on the left. Salka in the striker role. And yeah, some good options for them on the bench. We have made one change. You may have seen it in the preview there. I've brought in Estrada for this game ahead of Bender. And I have switched him and Elias over because Estrada's right pegged, Elias left pegged, so they'll both be cutting in on their favoured foot. Obviously Elias listed as a right winger as well, so we'll see how that goes. I did say with Bender I was kind of umming and ahhing, but I'm tempted now that obviously Estrada has grown up with his position change. We haven't really seen too much of him, so I'm going to give him a go in this game, see how he gets on, the youngster. But it's a good show of strength early doors. And Bakari has tried to play Garner in, looking for the penetrating balls early on, which is always good. Burrows has grown up to 74 as well, which is great to see, although he is in a spot of bother hit. He's out of position. Selka has done what he did in the last game. He's only 72 rated, which, you know, I would expect him to be higher, but his finishing capability is of someone that is rated a lot higher. We couldn't get near him there, but it's a very good strike, and we find ourselves 1-0 down early doors, and they're certainly much improved on when we played them a couple of weeks ago. Estrada trying to make something happen. Bakari has found the gap, and we are instantly level. 3 minutes has gone by in game, but it's the very next highlight, pretty much from kickoff. Estrada has made that all himself. I feel like there's already more of a contribution there from what Bender has offered us, but yeah, Bakari again on that left peg has found the back of the net. And well, we weren't behind for long, were we? We're certainly up for this. Of course, Christmas Eve this game, and I feel Peterborough and Norwich geographically, I feel like aren't that far apart. My knowledge of that part of the country is pretty much non-existent. I've never been to anywhere that sort of part of the country, but I swear, like in the 90s, didn't they did they ground share, or didn't they? Was it like Norwich and Peterborough Bank? Was there like a sponsor? If you're knowledgeable, if you're a fan of either club, you'll have to let me know. But that was a very good turn, and it's a good save from Daniel Bentley to deny the Norwich player. I'm not too sure who that was. Oh, Rashitsa. That's a good interception from Ronnie Edwards. Very happy with that. Oh, Brady can't get it out of his feet though. And that is a superb goal. To be fair, you cannot have any complaints about that from Kieran Dowd. And it's our own downfall really. Can't get the ball out of defence. And he's just one touch. He's hit that and it's flown into the back of the net. I realise Robbie Brady, of course, playing against his old, well, one of his old teams. But that Premier League quality, as we are saying, shining through the level of finishing with some of these players. Oh, Strada, see you later, mate. And he's, well, could the same be about to happen again? It only gone and has. Usman Bakari has equalised instantly thanks to an assist from Angel Estrada. I think Bender might have lost his place in the side after this performance. He sat down the defender. Little ball through to Bakari. And, well, yeah, the keeper and the defender rushing at him there, but he's found the top corner with absolute aplomb. And this is quite the game. I said in the last time we played them that they're beatable, and defensively, of a team of their quality, they're not up to scratch. It's just stopping them going forward that is the issue. And Burris, good tackle, but has, oh, that could have been awkward. The deflection off Knight could have been awkward, but thankfully for us it's continued its trajectory. Oh, and he's done well, and there's a run being made here that we'll try and... Oh my word, that is a touch. Elias, it could be in. He doesn't fancy it, the centre half. Elias, oh, he's trying to go near post. I was aiming far post, but Angus Gunn has kept the one out. Brady. Oh, and there were. I thought Gunn had collected it, but apparently not. It's come loose. Trying to stop the cross coming in. Nunez. Oh, Hanley. Oh, it's a good save. I didn't think Bentley was going to get there, but the shot comes in from the centre half. Keep him out, boys. Oh, it's a good turn. He's dropped the shoulder. And again, and again. And Selkirk. Has he done enough? Daniel Bentley, not quite. Oh, desperately trying to get back with Harrison Burrows. But the spin on that is so awkward. That's just so... I mean, Bentley, I'm not too sure what he's doing, but too much power on it, evidently, for Bentley, and the way it's just dribbled in. Oh, and he's in behind it, and that, yeah, game over. Great goal. So I've just received a really bad text, which means I need to wrap this up quickly. And I'd rather, as this is the last game, I'd rather just get this game done. But it's yeah, it's sorry essentially for the end of this episode.